Get therapy.
I'm not ready.
Get therapy.
What's going on, WikiManiacs? Welcome back to a Wednesday live stream with your boys, Josh and John. How's it going today, John?
Hello. Happy Wednesday. Guys, please hit that like and subscribe because Sean is back in the office 5 days a week and our boy is struggling bad.
Man, you were way louder than me. I had to turn you down so much.
I am so sorry.
No, that's all good. That's on my end. What's going on, WikiManiacs? Quick shout out to my mom today. It's her birthday. Happy birthday.
Shout out to Mama Shell.
Yeah. Gotta give her a
Can I call her
later today.
Tita or she'd be like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, she won't watch, but yeah, you can call. But yeah, it's her birthday today. Gonna give her a call later, but yeah, happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
And then, I guess the Stanley Cup ended last night.
Did Florida back to back, right?
The worst people you know won another cup.
Oh, well, you know. Isn't it the battle of like the Texas of Canada and Florida?
Yeah. It was
okay,
kind of so.
So was there ever really a winner?
No.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that ended. So congratulations, any Florida fans in chat. What's it like to win something?
That's what I'm talking about. None of the teams I ever support, all three of them combined, 0 championships. It is sad as hell.
I guess the Raptors, but
I can't even claim that, my guy.
I was a bandwagon hard on that one.
I'm trying to bandwagon a team, but I'm like, I can't do it. I'm too loyal.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I didn't have a basketball team, so it was just like bandwagoning a team. It
makes sense for you, right?
Yeah.
You support the Maple Leafs,
the Canadian
and then
team.
it's Toronto's
team.
there too.
Yeah.
But hold up. Someone said I don't need John quieter. I need Josh louder. So I don't know if it's like bad.
Okay, I will work on that.
All right. While we're working on that, I'll kind of say hi to everyone on the chat here. See, as usual, we see a lot of global representations here. We see people. I'm reading for the Patreon first because we like the rich. But old hack, shout out. Oh.
Might be better. A little louder, maybe. We'll see. Well, just keep going, and I'll keep talking. And if we're louder, then we're good.
Sounds good. All right. Shout out to Old Hag from Sweden. I'm not even going to try to do a Swedish accent. That's Sean's job, not mine. Caroline from Norway. We got Amelia from West Virginia. From Denmark, shout out Sarah. Where else here? Oh my gosh. From LA, from Alex. I don't know if that's LA, Los Angeles or LA, Louisiana, but either way, shout out. We got people from Lake County, Cali. Go California. I fucking love how you guys are just showing out in California.
Oh, yeah.
My home state has thrown it down, baby.
A bunch of other states have started too, I think.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to everyone who participated in that No Kings rally. You guys are doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Who else we got here? Sorry for pronouncing your name, but Kaola? You usually watch from Tokyo. I love Japan, but you're in Tunisia? You're traveling the world. So jealous. We got Seattle. Oh my God. When Piroshki was here, like they did a little pop-up in Dallas, Julia bought like way too much shit. Love that place. Shout out Pittsburgh, Iowa. Shout out Caitlin Clark. What a beast. New Jersey. Chilliwack? Is it BC? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Chilliwack. Ohio. Oklahoma. I mean, go Thunder, I guess, right? They're killing it right now.
True.
Yeah, but shout out to everyone representing. If wherever you are part of the world, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you had a wonderful day at work. Hope you're having a wonderful day at work. And thanks for being here, guys.
Okay, I got to give a shout out to Fred who sent $2 and said, Hop Pokemon trainer has entered the chat. Gotta catch them all. I think that's in reference to the shirt they made in the Discord.
Fred, you better be careful, buddy.
And then Gabrielle said, sent $5 and said, I will forever remember when the Bruins won in 2011 and when the Celtics won in 2024. As a Leafs fan, that hurts, but I'll give it to you. You can. Yeah.
Again, what does that feel like? Feeling a championship win.
Must be
Never
nice.
experienced it. Jeebus.
And then Sandman Stories, Dustin.
Oh, Dustin.
Who maybe we should have on later this summer if we can.
Dustin, please let us know what your schedule is like.
Yeah. DM us. We'll try and have you on because Sean's going on vacation later this summer and we're going to need a co-host for a few episodes.
Yeah. We're going to have to fill up, but we're going to peek behind the scene. Sean and I will be basically gone August and September.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to do a lot of batch recordings here in the future. So Dustin, if you're free, let us know.
Yeah. But he gifted 5 Reddit on Wiki memberships in chat. And then D Nice sent $5 and said, I had to come to YouTube because my earphones disconnect from Patreon app. LOL, here's $5 since I'm over here right now. Love my rich content. Shout out to you. Yeah, Patreon is, hit or miss with the live stream right now. I think it's still in pretty early beta. So we're one of the first few to test it out.
Yeah, Josh is going to be in a meeting with them next week. He's going to give them the business. Trust me.
I don't know if I will, but I'll just say, hey, we've had some issues.
Damn, good thing it ain't me.
I just know what it's like to be on the development side. I don't like yelling at them. Kelsey sends $5, says homesick with tummy pain, feeling depressed lately. Thank you for always being comfort lads.
Kelsey, feel better, please.
Yes, absolutely.
Hope you get a nice, comforting soup, whatever that is.
A stew, maybe.
Ooh.
It's too hot for a stew today, but
that is true. Yeah. Feel better, Kelsey.
All right. Well, John, is there anything you want to hop into before we jump into the episode?
Oh, yes. Like I said, if this is your first time joining us on a live stream, basically, Josh and I are here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, give or take. And we just read Reddit stories with you guys. Of course, it's always nice to have a live reaction from our WikiManiacs. And we're just going to engage with you guys here. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for us. If you want to tune in to our lives and see our new episodes coming out, that'll be the best way to do it. Also, we do have a merch right now that's out on Reddit on wikishop.com. The Gaycation merch is back and it's live. And again, half of the profits for the rest of the month will be donated to the Trevor Project, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. So Reddit on wikishop.com. All links are going to be in the show notes. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you.
Good call out. And then just the final thing is this will be converted to audio afterwards. And yeah, so you'll be able to listen to it after if you miss it on any platform you listen to or watch.
Yeah.
But with that out of the way, John, I brought some anger-inducing stories.
Okay, I had one anger-inducing one, so I think I'm gonna not put that.
No, all anger today.
Okay.
Sean made us do all anger Monday, and I'm just continuing the trend.
All right. Well, let's give the WikiManiacs trauma.
Let's do it. Fred sends $5 and said, if you're wondering why I said gotta catch them all, make sure to become a rich and check out the latest $10 tier live stream. That is a good call out, Fred.
You get way more unhinged there, to be honest.
Yeah. Fred is Sean's op forever and always.
Now, Josh is taking applications for his, by the way. Parmesan right now is winning. There's a reference for that one, Joe.
I think Lily, I forgot about this, but Lily in our Discord who kept sending $5 donations every time the Leafs got scored on, they might be my op. And Gabrielle says, sends $2, says, I'm from Montreal, Josh. I'm used to the reaction. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, the Montreal Canadians.
Oh, did they also not win anything?
No,
or is
but
that-
if they're living in Montreal and a Boston fan, then they are not well liked there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah. All right. John, do you want to go first today? I think I went first last time, but
All right. Well, I need to brace myself to, it seems like you said you have a bunch of
yeah, we
anger
need
inducing
a
ones.
little amuse bouche before we get into the
You
anger
know-
inducing.
Build me up a little bit. All right. So should we have a little a cutesy one first, or like just slightly be like,
No,
What are
let's
we
go.
feeling? What do you
Let's go cutesy because I feel like I'm bringing the heat today with some of these. They're not. I will say they're not as evil as the first one Sean did on Monday.
oh,
The guy who gave up his dog. That was insane.
that
But
one made me upset.
that one made me upset too. But this will be they'll be anger inducing enough.
Motherfucker put it first thing too. I'm like, really? Really, Sean?
Sean doesn't know what amuse bouche means. He just goes right into it.
No, straight to the jugular. All right. I guess we can kind of do like a little cute one first, and then
All
we
right.
can set the mood here. So this one is posted by Maximum Lower Score Squeeze from r/confession. Title is, I tell work I'm bringing my lunch allowance home because I don't have time, but I do.
Oh. Yeah, this seems like a way to fuck over corporate, and I'm for it.
Oh, I used to do that all the time too. When every time they said they have food allowances, anytime they say I have a per diem when I used to travel a lot for work, I'm stretching that bitch.
Yeah.
Corporate card, I will max that whole. You telling me I got X amount of money? I ain't saving no corporate, no goddamn dime.
Nope.
I am wasting every single time. If you having corporate events, I will order the most expensive shit all the damn time. You got me fucked up, CEO. This is going on your bonus, bitch.
Vindictive John is the best.
Oh my God. You know how many steaks, and when I used to drink, how much I was just like, hey, don't even stop. Please just keep refilling my
Just
drink.
keep it going. Keep it going.
And if I have the one to fill out the sheet, best believe the highest tip amount possible.
Oh, absolutely.
And reimburse me, please. Fuck you, corporate.
Juliet says, not my corporate card.
Oh, I do. Julia issues me a corporate card, and I
Yeah.
always have to ask. I'm like, oh, please, dear. I hope you enjoy your Switch. I love you. Anyways, again, the title for this one is I tell work I'm bringing my lunch allowance home because I don't have time, but I do. So I, 24 female, noticed sometime last year that my wife, also 24 female, wasn't packing proper lunches. She was taking one slice of chicken and putting it between a tiny slice of bread that would have been lucky to have butter or mayo in it. It's not her fault. I don't pack a lunch, so buying all the ingredients for sandwiches that may just be thrown out because they wouldn't be used in the time felt pointless, especially because we don't have the money to be doing that. So in work, I get a lunch allowance or whatever I want, but I just say I'm not hungry or don't have time to eat and wrap up some nice sandwich or wrap. So from, let me read that again. I just say I'm not hungry or don't have time to eat and wrap up some nice sandwich or wrap so my wife can have it for her lunch. She gets so excited and happy, and she texts me every single day thanking me for the lunch that I gave her and tells me how delicious it is. I find it fun too because it's like a little present for my wife. And it's not like I was going to eat it anyway. When I have time, I like to get creative. I'm a chef, so I'm able to pick on different food throughout the day. But I grace throughout the day. Because I want my wife to thrive. Today, she has a wrap that has mixed leaves, mozzarella, grated carrots, and red
Ooh.
cabbage, chicken tendies, crispy
Damn.
bacon, onion, and Caribbean sauce. I'm curious what the Caribbean sauce is. That
What an
sounds delicious.
upgrade.
Yeah, for real. This is a regular enough lunch for her because it's her favorite one. Even though I already know, I can't wait for her to text. I can't wait for her to text to tell me what she thinks. That woman makes my heart so warm. And I put edit. She texted me. She loved her rap.
Damn. That is a wholesome one. And a smart way to like use corporate money to pay for your groceries.
Oh yeah.
That's actually genius. I've never considered doing that. But that's smart.
Shout out Emily from the YouTube chat to put more like corporate eights.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
If Sean read that, he would probably kill himself on his
But that, I mean, that rat or sandwich sounds delicious.
That does sound chicken tendies.
I mean,
I'm always down for chicken tendies.
That's my go-to for like when I do a wrap at home. I always like air fry some chicken strips or whatever. Throw them in the wrap, and then I like a sweet onion sauce on it.
Oh,
yeah,
like a little Vidalia onion sauce,
something like that. Yeah,
that sounds good. That's like the quintessential millennial meal.
Oh,
anything air fried.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit sounds good. And top comment for this one, Muffin Banana put OP. That's kind of thoughtful. That kind of thoughtfulness you don't see every day. That you don't see every day. Turning a lunch allowance into an act of love. That's next level. The way she lights up from those raps says it all. And you're not just feeding her; you're showing up for her in the quietest, most genuine way. Which I agree, man. Like this is this seems like a very happy relationship, and yeah, you're just doing little things for each other, and hope you two thrive. And if you ever hear us read this, share some food. Chef,
give us the recipes.
Yeah, give us some recipes for those sandwiches. And
but it is true. The best way to your partner's heart is through their stomach.
You telling me John? I got a big old gut. Look how fucking happy I am, buddy.
Fred sends $2. Says I felt vindicated for the meme after that story. That was before. I'm not sure exactly what they're referencing, but and then the blind therapist sent $10 and said, "Love you guys. Keep being awesome." Thank you, the blind therapist.
Thank you. Also, kind of get this out of the way here. Every single Tuesday chats or Tuesday or Wednesday lives when it's just Josh and I. So the second or the first and third Wednesdays of the month, it's going to be typically Josh and I doing the live stream on Wednesdays. Unfortunately, Sean is still working full time at his corporate job. So he does show up for the second live stream of the month, our second week of live streaming on Wednesdays. That's on the $10 Patreon tier. And then we also do another paywall live last Wednesday of the month. And that's included for the YouTube members as well as the patrons.
Absolutely.
Just trying to get it out there because there will be questions.
And I don't know why the free Sean's not updating. Update. I don't know why it's not.
Help us free our boy. You know how much shit we can do when he's around? That guy is like the content that keeps on giving. We need him here. It's always nice to have us all three.
Pretend this bar is full. Like right about there. All right. Let's move into my first one of the day. This one is posted on r/Am I the Asshole? Title for this one, or I guess it's posted by Same Midscore Concert, Midscore 83. Title is Am I the Asshole for Not Showing Up to a Father's Day Dinner I Didn't Want to Go to?
Was this like forced, you better show up? Was your father absent this whole time for Father's Day and he wants you to celebrate his absentness? So I'm going to say no, you're an adult. They shouldn't be forcing you to do anything, especially if they probably didn't cultivate a relationship.
Not you talking while I slowly move you over a bit.
Oh, you're good.
You keep moving off the frame a little bit every time.
I cannot sit still, people. I'm so sorry.
All right. So, hi, I'm 39 male. I have 3 kids, 10 female, 7 male, and 2 male, with my wife, Tracy, 39 female. Yesterday, I had planned on just staying home in my bed. I don't really enjoy doing anything and hate leaving my house for anything other than work. Tracy decided it would be a good idea to take us all to a restaurant for dinner. When I was younger, I would love to have gone since it's my favorite, but again, I didn't really want to go. Everyone was getting ready when our daughter asked me why I wasn't getting ready. I told her that I really didn't want to go and that I'm fine just staying here. She got upset because she was looking forward to us all having dinner together, and I told Tracy, who came in and basically interrogated me on why I didn't want to go. I explained to her that I didn't want to go anywhere, and she just went on a spiel about how I never want to do anything, how I should get checked because clearly I can't just not want to do anything, etc. I just told her to take the kids and go since both of our parents would be there waiting for her anyway, and I just stayed home and slept. I woke up to Tracy being a grump about it all, and my daughter worrying about me because she thinks there's something wrong with me. The boys don't care, thankfully. My mom messaged me and told me how Tracy went through the trouble of getting a reservation for me just to not show up. In my defense, though, it's not my fault she made the decision without telling me. She knows I don't go anywhere, and I think she was hoping this would change me. So am I the asshole for not going?
Ooh, this sounds. I'm not a therapist. We're not licensed or accredited in any way, but part of me wants to call this dad an a-hole or an asshole for, not showing up because it's like, all right, well, you're a father. If you don't want to enjoy things with your family, then what the hell are you really doing? Especially in Father's Day, right? I feel like it's a celebration for you. And if they're trying to celebrate you, you seem like a somewhat decent person, I guess. Like I'm assuming. So that part I'm kind of saying like, okay, you may be an asshole for that, but I've been there in some capacity where it's like I don't even want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. Like there are days when I'm, you know, everything is just like a chore to do. So I'm not again, I'm not diagnosing this person. There sounds like there might be some sort of depression that's happening with the father right now. I do feel like they are trying to tell him like, hey, maybe you should get checked to see if there is something going on. I also get like the pressure of like being tired of like, trying to provide and just going to work and it's exhausting. I get that, but you have a family, I mean, I feel like sometimes that's what you have to do for families is celebrate with them, especially if they're trying to celebrate you. So kind of an asshole to in my opinion, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if there's something, internally going on with you.
Yes, I do agree. I think he's an asshole for not even like entertaining the fact of like trying to get like diagnosed or like checked out, like go to therapy or anything like that. Because I mean, I've been there where it's just like, I've gone through depressive episodes where I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing anything. I want to sleep all day. And like, like you're not an asshole for feeling that. That's like everyone goes through stuff like that. Some more than others. And it is a chemical imbalance in your brain. But you do have to take the initiative to get yourself checked out, whether it be therapy you need or a medication that could help as well, get you back on, into a feeling more like yourself. Anyway, that's how I describe it when I went through it. So yeah, I
It's hard, right? It's hard to really fully say.
I don't want to dunk on him because it's like you're probably depressed and going through it right now, but also you have a family and kids who want to, experience life with their father, and you need to take the initiative to get yourself checked out.
Yeah, if I could like put a label, because we like labels in the show. Assholey is probably like the term
Holy
that I would
asshole.
give. Like holy asshole. And I did see some comments from a blind therapist here, and I that was one thing that I also kind of heard throughout the story. He says he did used to enjoy to go into those places. So
Yep.
a blind therapist, I don't know if you're licensed, so you're probably way better, equipped to see these things than we do. And then also I've seen a comment. Y'all know me. If fucking comment goes by quick, I cannot read that fast, y'all. BBGJZMN put he's being an asshole to himself because he's missing out on life with his loved ones. It's hard. It's probably just hard to call him like being an asshole in that situation. It sometimes it is hard to kind of.
I think asshole if he doesn't like
get checked. So
like take it upon himself to get checked.
Yeah. Depression is crazy, bro. Like shit is powerful as hell. Like there are it's hard. And I just wish more people took, mental health seriously. And I wish everywhere in the world is more universally accepted and more resources for us to have that. Because that shit's important, man. You only have one brain. So hopefully we can get that shit taken care of.
BBJ also said kitty depressed, so
kitty sad off the bat.
Yeah. So shout out to Jasmine who gifted 1 membership. Appreciate you. Ray Pierce subbed for 2 months and said, catching a live while being homesick from work because of my lupus. Y'all always bring a smile to my face on days like this. What is lupus? Are you turning into a werewolf?
Isn't that lycanthropy? Wait, isn't lupus what Thing has?
Oh, yeah. It's
Selena Gomez, right?
Yes, it is.
What she's going through? Oh, it's an autoimmune disease.
Well, I hope you start feeling better. And
Josh went full on. You're gonna turn to a werewolf.
I didn't know.
Holy!
I'm sorry.
Ow! Stupid ass.
My bad.
Oh god! Now I want to play Skyrim now, and get accepted to the freaking not the Fighters Guild? I forgot what that shit is.
Fuck. What is that? Anyway,
something like that. Anyway, Jesus Christ, Josh.
We'll move on to Lily who sends $20.
That's a shirt. Lupus lycanthropy.
Really? Oh, it could be a shirt. I thought you were saying it was a shirt.
No, we should. And no, Emily, that's not the Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood is when you just kill the motherfuckers.
Yes. Damn. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Moving on to the next story.
Oh my God, Josh. All right. We could do my first one here. You didn't Am I the Asshole, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
All right, fuck. Let's do a back-to-back one.
Yeah.
All right. This one is from r/Am I the Asshole from loser. Lower score is lower score Anna. The title is Am I the Asshole for secretly selling alcohol at my dry wedding to cover costs?
Oh. I mean, it's your wedding, but why would you make it a dry wedding if you wanted to sell alcohol? I'm gonna go on a limb here and say maybe your partner didn't want alcohol, so you're going behind your partner's back to sell it. In which case, probably asshole, right?
All right.
Okay.
It's always interesting hearing Josh's takes on Am I the Asshole because he's usually the one reading them. So
Yeah, that means I'm not as well versed. I'm probably way off.
To be fair, we be guessing like the most outrageous shit majority of the time. So you probably yeah.
It is hard to get good at it.
Oh God. I mean, it's a talent at this point now. All right. Story goes as this. So I, 27 female, recently got married. My husband, 29 male, and I planned a pretty big wedding, about 300 guests.
Damn.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot of people. That's a whole ass Spartan army right there, bro. It was beautiful. Honestly, a dream. There's just one thing. Our families are super conservative and very religious, so we told everyone it would be a dry wedding, aka no alcohol.
Oh, I'd be fine then.
That decision kept the peace with our parents and extended family. As we all know, weddings are expensive and we were footing most of the bill ourselves. I saw an opportunity and took it. I hired a licensed bartender, friend of mine, to set up a VIP bar hidden at the venue.
That's pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
BRB, my headphones got disconnected.
Oh.
Wait, okay. Never mind. I can hear you. Just kidding. Okay. Can you hear me though?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I just said that the VIP thing was sick.
That is pretty sick. Anyways, let me just go back to this. I gave a heads up to about 75 of our younger friends and more chill cousins and basically had them pay for drinks. Think wedding speakeasy.
Okay.
Saw in the comment section that Onella from our Patreon chat guessed that. The drinks were priced reasonably, like $5 a beer or $8 for cocktails. And people were happy to pay because 1, open bar weddings are rare in our circle, and 2, they thought it was kind of fun. Long story short, between the money from drinks and tips, we made about $2,000, which helped cover part of the catering bill. The issue is, word got out. A few of my aunts overheard someone talking about the secret bar, and now my mom is livid.
Oh my God, get over it.
She says I lied to everyone, disrespected the family, and made a mockery of our values. My mother-in-law also called me manipulative and selfish, but honestly, most of our guests didn't even know what happened. And the
Yeah.
ones who did loved it. We didn't force anyone to drink, we just gave the option discreetly. My husband is kind of in the middle. He gets why I did it, but wishes I had told him beforehand. I didn't because
Oh,
I. Mm.
oh, okay. I am no longer on OP's side, I think.
I didn't because I knew he'd get stressed and say no out of guilt. So, am I the asshole for secretly selling alcohol at my dry wedding to offset the cost?
I was with you up until the end there. Like 99% of the way there. I was like, yeah, fuck your family. It's your wedding. Do what you want. Uh, like, why should they care? But then you didn't tell your husband.
Mhm.
So now, like, all the backlash he's getting, he's kind of like just like out of nowhere. He's like, what
He's
the fuck's going
unprepared.
on?
Right,
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand the concept of doing this because yeah, you wanted to make a little bit of money. I think the speakeasy is super cool idea. Not many people knew about it other than like the few cousins and younger folk. But yeah, you got to communicate with your husband on that one. You're a team. It's literally you're making vows to become a team for life, and you're starting it off on a lie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
asshole for me.
No, and that is actually the general consensus that Reddit had too, Josh. Top comment for this one, and this was from r/am I the asshole. So the flare was actually deemed asshole.
Yeah.
Thinking spell commented, "You're the asshole, dude. I was so on board with you. This was a great idea until you neglected to inform your spouse."
Mhm.
Kind of what you were going on there, Josh. If you both had agreed, then frankly, I'd say conservative family's opinion doesn't matter, but your spouse's does. Let this be a lesson in marriage for the future. Always consult your partner. The
Yep.
rest of the world can be against you, but you both should always have the other's back. By lying to them, you weren't being a good life partner. To which Mellow Etta commented under, yeah, I didn't tell you because I knew you'd say no is a bad way to start a marriage.
Yeah.
Which I completely agree with the situation. Like, I think if both partners, or if both of them had a conversation and said like, "Hey, who gives a shit what my family thinks right now?" It's a big venue, kind of like they mentioned.
Mhm.
We can have the back part of the venue say like, "Hey, this part is gonna have include alcohol, and it's gonna be a paid bar." And if my conservative family doesn't want to go through that or see that shit, that's on them. Give more for our like wedding fund or some shit if
Yeah.
you really care about all that. But I mean, the venue had the means to support that type of separation, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So I was with you here too. Like in the beginning when I was reading it, I'm like, this is cool, like this is a
Yeah.
way to cover the cost. But the moment you hide that behind your partner, and the moment like you left your kind of partner out to dry, essentially
Mhm.
answering questions he had no idea about, that's definitely a shitty way to start a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, how many of these stories is just like communicate? Literally,
Mhm.
that's all you have to do. And you gotta, especially on your wedding day, because that's like the
On your
start
wedding
of the
day.
fucking wet marriage.
For
I
real.
just don't get it. Oh, that's crazy.
They try to save themselves. They said, oh yeah, by the way, I made sure the hold on, give me a second what they put. Oh yeah, they said they made sure that they didn't keep any of the bartenders tips. They paid them and they kept all of them. So I'm like, no, 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 you're still an asshole in this
Yeah.
situation.
That was not my issue. Shout out to Fred who says sends $2, and I'm gonna read it, Fred, but I know what's happening. I had to stay home last week because of ligma.
We're not falling for that, Fred.
I mean, I did. I said it, but
Yeah, but I ain't gonna say the second part. You know what you're fucking doing.
Gabrielle, it says sends $2. It says Josh has been reading too many lycanthrope stories. Reading smut story, lycanthrope stories.
Oh God.
True. Okay. My next one.
You're up, buddy.
All right.
Lycanthropes with lupus. Oh
hope Ray is okay with us making light of it.
I feel like at this point we're just gonna have to give charity to Lucas now for this blunder.
And I'm okay with doing that for charity. Okay.
Are we the asshole?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am. That's Lily sends $20 again and says, I want the op crown, Josh. I will keep donating with Leafs taunts to win it. So here's $20, which I think is the average cost of a Leafs ticket. That's not true. Leafs tickets are so expensive. But Lily, I will give you the op status because you hate the Leafs.
That is disrespectful as hell. Holy.
All right. Let's move past that to my next story. This one's a throwback story posted on Best of Redditor Updates.
Ooh.
Posted in May of 2020. So peak COVID. Set yourself back in time and imagine what it's like.
I have my glasses covered, my face mask.
There you go. I mean, looks like you could go to the protest now, John. Hell yeah.
Let's do it. I can't. Too much noises scare me.
Man, if I was in LA, I'd go. That'd be sick.
I can find parking. It'll take like 4 hours to go 2 miles in LA.
That's true too. So this is posted by Throw RA Donuts 0, and title is My boyfriend, 24 male, planned a road trip with me, 24 female, and his 3 friends, and I have been uninvited.
So they were originally part of the plan, then they got uninvited.
That's what the title is implying, yes.
This sounds like a gaycation to me, brother.
Could be. Could be. All right. So, for starters, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 4 years. Our anniversary was in April, and for it, we had planned to do a road trip, which we obviously couldn't do. Last month, he brought up the idea of a road trip with me, his friends, 22 female and 24 male, and his friend's girlfriend, 24 female. This will be happening next year. I thought this was a good idea as I'm friends with his male friends and his girlfriend, but not necessarily his female friend. To tell you the truth, I've always been quite wary of their relationship. In brackets, my previous boyfriend cheated on me, and I've still got some insecurities I need to sort out. I hadn't heard more about it since the trip was brought up in the first place, so I decided to ask my boyfriend if we would still be going ahead with it. He said they had decided it would be a no girlfriends allowed trip. I was fine with that. Me and him could always go ourselves another time, and I know friends need time to hang out with their partners. Nothing more was said about it until today, when I happened to glance at his screen and saw that they had made a group chat and were talking about it.
Without her?
Well, so far it's still like, no girlfriends allowed, so it's just the friends, right?
Okay.
But I also saw his friend's girlfriend was messaging in it. I asked him why she was in it if she's not going. He got defensive and instantly turned his screen away from me. I asked him why he did that, and he said it's a private conversation. I then asked if I could look through the messages. That's when I found out that she is still invited, and it's just me who's been uninvited. I would understand it if she was one of his friends, but she's not actually. In fact, I haven't heard him say one nice word about her. I guess my boyfriend just doesn't want me there, but is fine with someone he dislikes. I feel so left out. I was made to believe I was part of this friendship group, but none of them have even asked me why I'm not going. I don't know if I've misconstrued the situation and made a big deal out of nothing, but I'm just incredibly hurt by this, as it's not exactly fair that she gets to go when I can't. Planning on talking to him about it tomorrow, but I just want to get advice.
So OP's boyfriend doesn't like the friend's girlfriend? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, but yes. But that's not the ultimate. The ultimate issue is that, so it's these 3 friends.
Should have been no girlfriends, and they were just say like, "Hey, we're just gonna have a boys trip," which I think is fine. But when she got it uninvited, but the other girlfriend is still there, that's where the issue lies.
Yes, correct.
I mean, that's very shady for the boyfriend to kind of do that behind her back and just say like, hey, this is what's happening. But I want to be messy today and just say, what the fuck did you do to get kicked out of that situation?
OP.
Mhm.
You think OP did something?
Well, I'm trying to turn it up. What did you do, girl?
Okay, you're trying to be controversial here.
We got to get some gossip in this bitch, you know?
Okay.
But true feelings. What the hell is up with the boyfriend? There's something shady going on, but for the drama's sake, bitch, what'd you do?
Okay. I like it. Yeah, for me, it's like if she did do something, I would want my partner to tell me,
you why.
You know what I mean?
Like what they did. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, did I do something? Did I overstep in some way? Like, I don't know. Like, but to me, at the end of the day, it's like he still fucking lied to me about no girlfriends allowed, and then one of the girlfriends is still going. That's crazy.
But for the sake of being messy, what'd you do, bitch?
Okay. So there's an update 4 days later in June 2020. Goes like this. I confronted my boyfriend the day after posting this. Turns out he didn't want to tell me that his friend's girlfriend despises me. I was shocked at this as we've been around her, as when we've been around her, she's been nothing but nice to me. He showed me a private message she had sent him, and she had demanded I don't go on the trip. She also told him I was cheating on him. I was really shocked, so I messaged her, and she said that she was uncomfortable with her boyfriend being around me, as I was really flirty around him last time we hung out, which is absolutely not true. If I was being flirty, don't you think my boyfriend would have saw that? Plus, I have enough respect for my boyfriend that I would absolutely never do that. My boyfriend told me stories in the past about how his friend's girlfriend is very controlling/paranoid about other girls and won't even let him have female friends. I just didn't think she'd act that way with me. The only thing I can think of is when we last hung out, I accidentally touched his leg as we were all cramped into a booth together. So she's definitely reaching there. Also, during that night, she made a huge deal about him messaging another girl, so much so that we had to leave early as she demanded to go home. I mean, that sounds like an issue between them two.
All right, suggestion. Boxing ring. Winner gets to go on the road trip.
Okay. I mean,
duke it out. Whoever prevails gets to go on a road trip.
We're just going unhinged suggestions in this
Beat
one.
each other's ass. Get it out of your system. It's like, why don't you like me, girl? Punch her in the right hook. Like, I think you're gonna try to steal my man. Uppercut.
Bam. So my boyfriend kept what she had sent him to himself, as he didn't want to cause any more rifts. He only has the two friends. He made the excuse up as to not hurt my feelings. I get it. I do. But I'm an adult and I can handle someone disliking me. He thought he was sparing my feelings, but why he thought I would be more hurt by someone I barely know disliking me than from being essentially uninvited from our anniversary trip is beyond me. It feels as if he took her side in it. I know he hates confrontations, and that's fine for him, but I want a boyfriend who could stand up for me. He doesn't even know her, for God's sake. I'm assuming he didn't want to lose his friend, and his girlfriend is very manipulative. To tell you the truth, I also thought he was planning on hooking up with his female friend. With two guys and two girls going, how could I not think that? And that's what a lot of the comments were echoing in the chat, or in the original post. I'm not breaking up with him. We talked about it, and he's not going on the trip. He sold his male friend the situation, and he's likely going to break up with his girlfriend, as this isn't the first time she's done this. If anything is unclear, I apologize. It's a whole shit show. So I'll let you give your take, because I need a drink. And then there's a couple relevant comments below.
I was wishing this was more messier. Damn it. But, OP's in it right here, right? And I feel like I would have been immediately, what the hell? Why to like the boyfriend? It's like, why didn't you stand up for me, bro? Like, so you're telling me you'll choose like them over me type of shit, or at least consult with me first if this is the situation that's happening before you made that decision that, hey, we're not going to be inviting you anymore. So that part kind of made me angry on behalf of like the OP.
Honestly, very similar to the wedding like the dry wedding
Yeah,
situation. It's
yeah.
like, just communicate with your partner
Yeah.
and be like, hey, this is what's going on. I want you to know so that we're on the same page. Are you cool if I still go? Like, I don't want you to feel left out or anything like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'd feel a type of way if my friend's girlfriend was messaging me being like, hey, your girlfriend, I don't like your girlfriend and she's cheating on you and like just making up all this shit. It's like,
No, seriously.
okay, I'm talking to my friend about that. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to fuck over our relationship now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, okay, if that specific girlfriend has some jealousy issues, obviously she needs to resolve that on her own accord, right? Or
Mhm.
at least have an internal conversation with her boyfriend about it. Like, hey, I feel uncomfortable about this. But the whole going behind your back and like manipulating her way into like destroying this friendship is shitty as fuck. I mean, I did suggest boxing ring like in the beginning. I would still suggest it in this scenario, to be honest. You're trying to fuck on my relationship, bro. You're trying to say, like, you put things on my boyfriend's head that I was cheating on his ass.
Yeah.
I'll sanction the damn match.
Okay, so let's hop into a couple relevant comments that OP does respond to. So first one is, what the fuck? He uninvited you because his friend's girlfriend doesn't like you, and he didn't even stick up for you. What a spineless son of a bitch. He let her trash talk you. He was more considerate of her feelings over yours and took her side. This is not okay. I'm so mad for you. It doesn't matter if she doesn't like you. However, your boyfriend should not uninvite his own girlfriend just because his friend's girlfriend doesn't like you. He should have backed out of the trip the moment his friend didn't want you there. Instead, he uninvited you, lied, and covered it up for her. He was planning to go without you. He's not a good boyfriend. What kind of boyfriend prioritizes his friend's girlfriend over his own? This says a lot about him. I'd break up with my boyfriend if I was in your position. To which OP responded and said, this is the first time that anything has happened like this. We've had a good relationship up until this point, and I'm giving him another chance. If he does something else, then I'm obviously leaving. And then in another comment, they said, so let me get this straight. It was easier to essentially lie to you saying it's just him and his friends. Then when you saw the group chat, he still continued to keep you in the dark, leading you to believe he may potentially cheat on you. And then, when you finally confronted him, he told you that his friend's girlfriend was chatting shit about you and he did nothing to stand up for you. Instead, he decided to make you look like an idiot and disinvite you, bending over backwards for someone else's girlfriend, and you're okay with that? To which OP responded and said, this comment has made me break up with him.
Ooh.
So it did get a little messy here, John.
All right. Well, now I'm back on the phone. I'm interested once again.
And then there were comments being like, how can one comment help you decide to break up with this person? To which OP responded, they hit the nail on the head. Obviously, the single comment didn't change my viewpoint so drastically, but rather made me see the whole situation in a different light. I realized that I simply couldn't move on from this. Yeah, this subreddit is notorious for telling people to break up, but what else was I supposed to do? He broke my chest and I don't want to feel second best to his friends. I have respect for myself. I'm not going to be in a relationship where I'm unhappy. So.
Shit, hit all of them with a nail on the head.
Get in the boxing ring with all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Just be like 1v1, a freaking gauntlet match at this point.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pull up Stevie here and like be like, Stevie, give me the damn folding chair and just whack every single goddamn them in the back of the head or something. Yeah, this is unhinged. It's good. It's good that sometimes Reddit is very quick to say break up. Sometimes we do the same thing, but in this situation, it's in How I Met Your Mother. There was like this glass shatter moment, right? I felt like that comment was your glass shatter moment, because it's hard to see your significant other in another light after a situation like that. If you're with a partner, you would expect them to back you up. I mean, within reasons. If you fucking murdered someone, I don't know if you,
or if you did something shitty,
you're going to fucking jail. I ain't going with you, type of shit. But like, it's one of those things where it's going to be hard to look at that person the same way again. Cause it's like, all right, well, I kind of saw how you drew the line in the sand. I'm the second priority and you'll pick someone else over me in these scenarios. It could be a harder scenario later on down the line and they'll probably do the same if they freak out that quick. So yeah, I mean, good on you, OP. Good for you for realizing your worth. And you don't deserve to go through that shit.
Absolutely. All right. So Ray responded with a $5 donation, said, I'm cracking up about it. I even said something about it in the Discord in response to me thinking lupus meant
Poor Sean.
werewolf.
Every time we have a bit, it's usually on the lives, and he gets really FOMO.
That is true. Yeah. Well, I have to explain this one right away.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're taking it a good way, Ray. I apologize.
Sorry, Ray.
Penny sends £5. I think that's the symbol. Says it's my birthday in 2 days. I don't know how to request a cameo on Patreon.
There
Penny.
is a pinned message on the very first message you'll see, Penny. I will say though, it'll probably take us a couple weeks to record it. We're so sorry.
We could maybe do it because we're doing some recordings tonight for cameos.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So we could maybe
Get
do
it
a quick
in
turnaround.
Quick.
Yeah, if you get it in before, within the next few hours, we can definitely get it done.
I totally
by that
forgot
time.
we're doing that tonight.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Lily
birthday.
sends $10 and said, "You have all lost the game. If you know, you know."
Was it the Leafs?
No,
Lost
the
all the
game.
games?
I think it's like,
Oops, my bad. I'm joining
Jesus
it.
Christ. Catching strays out here.
What game are we talking about? Sorry, Josh.
Everyone's pissed, Lily. Now you're everyone's op. All right, John.
What's
You
that
want
mean? I almost won the game. What the fuck is the game?
Oh, well, okay. I'm going to describe this because everyone's lost it anyway, right, at this point. But when I was in, I want to say like high school, even earlier maybe, there's this thing where it's like, if you think about the game, you lost the game. And so the bit was like just saying, hey, you lost the game so that people would think about it and then they lose the game. That's if I'm describing it poorly, please let me know in chat. But I think that's basically what it is.
Well, thanks a lot for making me think about this for like the next 3 fucking years, you asshole. I'm like, what game are they talking about? I'm randomly shitting in the middle of the night sometimes. Did I lose the fucking game? Ugh.
Yeah, every time you think of the game, you lose the game. That's what it is.
But I think
Thank you,
about things
Chelsea.
all the time, you dick.
You also forget things all the time, so it may.
Oh, that's true.
You never know.
The brain works wonderful ways sometimes.
You're right.
Interesting. All right. I'm up.
You're up.
I'm debating between fuck it. Let's get mad.
Let's go.
Let's get mad. Okay. And let's kind of get sad, but trigger warning for this one, WikiManiacs, because there will be mentions of abuse in this story.
Okay.
So this one was posted on True Off My Chest by Abject, midscore ad 1591. The title is My Girlfriend's Physicality Makes Me Uncomfortable.
Oh. Like, oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Okay.
Yeah, at first, I'll explain where I thought at first. I thought he was making fun of her physical appearance, but then I realized I'm just being an idiot. It must be, I'm just having a tough time today with words. But now I think it's probably abuse coming his way.
Okay. All right. So once again, there is trigger warning for abuse in this story. So I'm gonna give it like a little 3-second pause. If this is not something you're comfortable with, WikiManiacs, probably mute us for like the next probably 10-ish minutes. So just giving it out there.
Yeah.
But
Emily, words are hard. Thank you.
words are hard. All right. That's true. I'm trying to like give people space to like think of. But Jenny put, when John said that he's not going to jail for a partner, that's a lie. If Juliet shanks someone, I am definitely gonna be the getaway car. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you would be.
I would be getaway car because she's the one to be doing the shanking, not me. All right. Story goes as this. Again, the title is My Girlfriend's Physicality Makes Me Uncomfortable. So my girlfriend, 32 female, and me, 23 male.
Okay, give me a second.
Hit the
Get the illegal
button,
button out. Yeah. I'll do the predator button.
Predator. We got to do one for in honor of Sean because we miss our boy.
Okay. There it is.
Illegal. Oh, all right.
I have too many
My
buttons
girlfriend.
now. It's multiple boards I got to go to.
My girlfriend, 32 female, and me, 23 male, have been dating for about 2 years now.
Oh,
Living
that's good.
together. For one, we both work good jobs, have good social circles. It's all very ideal, dreamlike even. For a bit of a rough context, I'm quite tall but have never been strong in any sense. I'm a complete string bean, never lift weights or anything like that. My girlfriend is the opposite, very short but strong. She goes to the gym and is just naturally built very thick. Big thighs, quads, biceps, full deal. The first year was really, really good. When we moved in, things started to get interesting. It was little things at first. And I still remember how funny she found the first time we were play wrestling and she realized she could hold me down and I actually couldn't get her off. She was so pleased with herself. I thought it was funny too. And I've always been able to laugh at myself, and not being traditionally strong was something I knew I had to laugh about with others or it would tear me down. Soon, she wanted to wrestle more and more. I couldn't win. She was able to beat me every time. Again, I didn't mind. We have an agreement that whoever makes dinner, the other does the dishes. One night, I forgot to do the dishes and began playing my video games. She came up alongside me while I was sitting and put me in a full headlock. Sh-
Oh,
She then stood me up and walked me to the sink, me still crushed in her bicep. She asked why the dishes weren't done. I said, I forgot. She laughed and told me to do them, and I did. That was the start of a change in our dynamic. Slowly but surely, more small things popped up like that. If I missed a laundry load, headlock until I cried uncle. Forgot to take the trash out, crushed by thighs until I cried. All while she smiled or laughed under the guise of it being fun and games. But I was starting not to feel the same. Then came the sex. Sex is no longer a mutually agreed upon concept. It is to take place when she wants, how she wants. Never with me in any sort of position that could be remotely considered in control. Even a few times I begged to not to have a sorry. Even a few times I begged to not do the sentence is written weird. I'm sorry guys. Even after a few times I begged to not do it, have a particular act done to me, didn't matter. It was happening. If she had a bad day at work, even worse. And this is the part that kind of makes me sad for OP and it pisses me off a lot too. Now my friends would laugh and say, "Oh, poor you. You're having
oh,
sex and playing around with her." But it's not about that necessarily. It's about why and how. Like essentially I'm being punished like a kid on a playground. And I left a lot of details out to keep things brief, but it goes further than this. This has heightened and continues to get more extreme day by day over the last 6 months. I've verbalized how a few times how certain things make me uncomfortable, and it's always meant with a laugh and a brush off. I'm just confused and don't know how to react if I should at all. It's left me feeling uncomfortable, but I'm not sure if it's just all in my head.
no, it's not all in your head. Those are not true friends. If one of my friends came to me about that, I would, you know, be there to comfort them and help them figure out a way out of that situation. That is not someone who respects you as a partner. That is abuse, sexually and otherwise. Um, like, I it sucks because there is that stigma, of male abuse getting
Mhm.
swept under, and a lot of the time by men. I know this community is great in that regard and would never do that, but in many communities, it is, you know, laughed at.
Yeah.
It's why a lot of men don't come out about abuse. So, yeah, there's got to be some sort of helpline that you can contact. And they can give you resources in your area to help you start your motion to get out, because this is not a relationship you want to stay in. This is a dangerous situation,
It
and it
is.
sounds like it keeps escalating. So, yeah, I feel bad, like so bad for OP, and I fucking hate the girlfriend. Like, what an abusive piece of shit. Like,
No,
the
absolutely.
age abuse was already there, and then now it's
The,
physical
both
abuse.
both the power dynamic and like the
Yeah,
age gap as well as the physical, like differences in like strength.
yeah.
And
She
it's
deserves to be
it's
in jail.
yeah, and okay, so the reason why I kind of went there a little bit, how like it pisses me to fuck off, like why I said that, because a lot of the controversial posts on this one kind of resonates what the friends are saying, to the
That
like
doesn't
OP
surprise me.
essentially, right?
Yeah.
And I know like pop culture. I mean, if anyone like watched Futurama here, death by snoo snoo is kind of like a shit, and it's like been trivialized. But if you think about it, that's kind of assault to those guys that's happening to them. But like it's been like a kind of a punchline, like throughout like the meme community or just anywhere in general. And it's sad because it's one of those things where it's like, because it's been displayed like that, that's what kind of like to Josh's point, like men are more hesitant to report things like this because it's been seemed as comedy, or like
It's
seemed like
stigmatized.
stigmatized comments,
Yeah.
like friends like this, like, why are you bitching, bro? You're the one, you're getting sex. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that type of shit? Like, no, this is there's nothing consensual anymore in what's happening,
No.
right? And that's the part that pisses me off. And the most controversial comment on this specific post, Cat Puddles put, "This sounds a lot like a fake story written by a fetishist. Source: I was a dominatrix for a few years and received lots of similarly written fantasy scenarios." Okay, even if it was like,
Yeah.
even if it was a scenario that people do read and people do like write about, this shit fucking happens in real life. And
Yeah,
this is the same, this is
does.
the exact reason why people like, like men in general don't report shit like this, because you invalidate victims.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we go on a rant all the time, like believe all victims. That applies to men too. And other people who are not, like trying to report this, or it's like stigmatized in their community type of shit. So that makes me, this story made me really, really angry.
Yeah.
about it.
And Lily's comment in chat said this shows exactly how misogyny hurts men as well. And that's 100%. That's what it is. It's
100%.
It's
Yep.
men being like, oh, man up. And like it's dude, like support your friend. Your friend is
Yes.
going through an abusive relationship. Help them. Like, don't fucking make fun of them. It's not a joke. None of this is a joke. If it was, a female friend or, any other gender, like you would be supporting them and helping them out instead of making fun of them. That's not how you fucking go about this.
Yeah. I felt bad for OP because like they're still in a way trying to defend like their girlfriend in this scenario, and I just feel like they're broken at this
Well,
point.
that's a very, like, you see that among people who have been abused, where they will defend their partner.
Yeah. And then like one of the comments that OP put, like the hard part is that as some of these comments have proved, the nature of gender/size in play is likely not going to get me taken seriously, which I expected as much. And then they put thank you anyways for like trying to provide him with comments. To which MMA Suzer name commented, "You don't need anyone else to take it seriously. If you take it seriously, then leave." Which, brother, cut off like your girlfriend right now, cut off the friend group that makes fun of you in this scenario. And WikiManiacs are very good at providing like resources here. If by so happens that you end up hearing this, there are hotlines that you can, use or utilize. Please try your best to get the hell out of this situation, because you're in a dangerous place, my friend.
Absolutely. Man, John, I just brought anger-inducing stories. I didn't bring devils.
Sorry.
Holy, that one hit hard. Man. How we doing, chat? How we feeling?
I told you guys it's gonna get mad on this one. I warned you guys.
Man, oh man. All right. Now mine don't seem so bad. You're right, Maber Moo. Okay, let me try and pick the one I have here is another Best of Redditor update. I'll save that one. Let me do this one, which is anger inducing, but also it's not it's not, literally abuse. Okay, so this one was cross-posted on our subreddit by Hop, midscore into it, midscore it.
You're a goat.
And this was posted on AITAH. And title is, "Am I the asshole for telling my brother-in-law to stop showing up unannounced when my husband isn't home?"
Hell nah. You got to give me at least 2 to 3 business days to let me know when you're showing up at my house. You know how messy my place is at all times? me and Juliet's superpowers. Well, it's her mostly. I'm the one that's just like freaking chicken headless. She can clean so fast when she's like, "Hey, someone's coming over." It's like in 10 minutes, it's like everything's clean. I'm like, I haven't even started yet.
I'm good at that. I'm good at like tidying. I'm not good at like, well, I can deep clean, but that's not like my go-to is I just tidy things and like daily.
We have like a breakdown in the house. She's good at like, making sure like a lot of things covered all at once. She's like, "Hey, that part, one singular task, focus on that until it's done." I'm like, "Yes, dear, we'll get that shit done right now."
Like polished and sparkling.
It's a system. It's a system of work.
Yeah. I do think it's weird that he's showing up unannounced when the husband isn't home.
That's wild to me too.
What are you doing? All right, so I, 28 female, don't know if I'm just being paranoid or what, but something about my brother-in-law, let's call him Tyler, 32 male, has really been bothering me lately. So here's what's been happening. My husband, 30 male, Chris, and I have been married for 4 years. We live in a quiet place in Michigan. It's nothing fancy, but it's home. Lately, though, things haven't felt safe.
Ooh.
Tyler, Chris's older brother, keeps showing at our house uninvited. Like, a lot. And not when Chris is home. It's always when he's at work or running errands or out with friends. Like last Tuesday, I was in the middle of folding laundry and the doorbell rang. I opened the door and there he was, smiling like nothing was weird. I asked him, "What's up?" And he said, "Just checking something." And that's what he always says. Just checking something. Checking what exactly? He never has an actual reason. He just walks around, looks at random stuff in the garage, stares at the thermostat like it's going to tell him a secret, then sits in the kitchen table like he lives there. I started to feel super uncomfortable, so I told Chris about it. I thought he'd be weirded out too, but no. He just shrugged and went, "Well, maybe he needs something. You know how he is." Okay, yeah, Tyler's always been a little off, but this feels different. So I tried to set boundaries. The next time Tyler came over, this was like 3 days ago, I told him, "Hey, I'd really prefer if you didn't stop by when Chris isn't home. It makes me a little uncomfortable." He just stared at me, like dead silent. Then he kind of smirked and said, "Sure, whatever you want." But in that tone, you know the one. And now I'm the bad guy. Chris is mad at me for making things awkward. His mom called and asked why I'm being cold to Tyler. Like, what? I don't feel safe. I'm not trying to start drama. I'm just trying to protect myself. But now it's this whole thing. Everyone thinks I'm making a big deal of nothing. Chris won't talk to me about it anymore. He just says, "Tyler's family and you're overreacting." Am I? Like, am I seriously being too sensitive here? I don't know anymore. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I just don't know how he feels. I just don't think he knows how I feel when he's around. It's this creepy, quiet tension, like he's watching me. So now, I've basically banned my brother-in-law from our house unless Chris is home and everyone's acting like I committed a federal crime. So am I the asshole?
No, you are definitely not. You set a boundary. I am, however, sussed out a lot by your husband.
Mm.
I feel like, well, okay, let's go with Tyler first. If I was OP, I would go around like the house where Tyler was and kind of check if they included like some sort of like a recording device or like an audio device, because that's just creepy, right? Because if he's coming over like when you're just doing chores, like that's just weird. And plus, like, I don't fucking want you watching me like every step that I make. Which brings me to the point with the husband, Chris. Because of the fact that he's saying like, "Hey, he's family, let him show up whenever he wants." I have a feeling that like the husband here is like, "Hey, brother, Tyler, I want you to keep my eyes on my wife at all times because I feel like they're doing some shit." And the fact that the family is like advocating for Tyler and say like, "Hey, this is an okay thing," and the fact that your husband is cold and towards you now is because he lost his like camera sight, right? Like I feel like Tyler is your husband's spy at this point. So
Right.
I would dig a little deeper, OP, if you feel safe doing so, or you can do it in like a safe location, neutral location with your family around if that's feasible, and find out the deeper issue about this because it's giving me very controlling vibes from everyone in your husband's side.
Yes. Like comments were right there with you, John. They're like, one, Tyler has a thing for you, which is creepy and fucked up and weird. Two, they think you're cheating on Chris or whatever, in which case Tyler is a spy. Or three, Chris is cheating on you and using Tyler to
like
make
a
sure
watch
that you're,
guard, be like, Ayo.
Yeah.
The plot thickens.
Yeah. So those are like the three main theories in the chat. And Disastrous Wildcat said, do you think that they think you're having an affair or something? Whatever it is, it sounds like your husband is in on it. How else would his brother know when he's not home? To which OP said, that's exactly what's been messing with my head. I don't want to believe that they're hiding something, but how else would he know when Chris isn't here? It's not like I post my schedule. So yeah, it is weird that like your husband has to be in on it because it's whenever he's not home. And so it's like very clearly that it's some sort of, they're together on something. So I think I'd try and move in with a friend or a family member for a little bit until they come clean about whatever the fuck they're doing. Because that's creepy as fuck.
Very creepy. And if possible for OP, I would try to like what you said, Josh, go outside or be with family or like people that you trust. Or if you go to a public setting and you still see them following you around, that kind of gives you like the answers you're looking for too.
Yeah, 100%.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a gross one.
Have you watched Baby Reindeer?
I haven't. That was the one that had a bunch of controversy because it was a real story, based on a real story, right?
Based on a real story, yeah. I just started watching it. And I'm like, God damn, this shit is creepy as fuck, bro.
It's about a stalker one, right?
Yeah. And it's like,
I'm probably gonna avoid that one.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm only on like episode 3, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is insane.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think I have a super anger-inducing one anymore.
Good, because I do have two more.
Okay, cool. I have like a semi. Oh, well, it will piss you off at first. It'll have you in the first half, but then I guess the ending is okay. A spoiler alert.
All right,
let's do that one. All right, we can do that one. All right, this one is posted by. Oh, my shit's cut off. By Wild Lavishness. I've been telling the boys. No, I've been telling the boys I need a new computer because my shit is crapping out like real bad.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is. Did I say the title? Okay, this one's from Wild Lavishness, and is posted on relationship advice. The title is "Fiancé called off our wedding a week before and left me in complete confusion."
Oh, a week before.
Ah,
damn. This is. I saw. Okay, this is a little bit off topic, but I saw a TikTok that was like, I've always wanted to go to a wedding where they call it off in the middle of it. That's insane.
And again, another spoiler alert here too, like the top comment on our subreddit. If you're an actual listener, I think I want to be your best friend moving forward.
Ooh,
but that's something to look forward to. Okay. All right. Oh wait, just kidding. That's on another story. That's on my last story. JK. Jumped ahead the gun here. All right. So my ex-fiance, 30 male, has canceled our 30 female wedding a week before it's taking place. We've been together for about 6 years and lived together. For context, what happened basically was an argument that escalated. We were heading to my program graduation. On that morning, as we were getting ready, I asked if he would be okay to wear one of his button-ups instead of the shirt he had on so we can get a nice photo. He was annoyed and snapped, saying, "Why do I have to do things for others?" And I told him that he truly doesn't have to. I was just asking, but it's ultimately his choice. He ended up putting the button up and we arrived at the ceremony. Everything went fine and he was very happy for me. Also, you're not doing it for others. Your wife asks you or your fiance asks you to do something for them.
Yeah.
You bitch. What are you doing? However, on the way home in a car, traffic was filling up and he was annoyed. I offered an alternative route that I know cut some time and the exit to that route was coming up. He didn't take it, and I was slightly annoyed about it because he was cranky with me about traffic. So I asked why he didn't take it. He started full on yelling that my tone is rude and that he doesn't have to drive the way I tell him to. I replied saying that I literally just asked and I don't actually care what route he takes. He was the one having a problem with traffic. He blew up and blamed me for getting him upset. When we got home, I apologized and explained that I didn't mean to come across as mean. Why are you apologizing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
This one's having a tantrum.
Yeah.
I also said that screaming doesn't help in any situation and that we should talk instead. He basically explained that an apology doesn't solve anything and that he needs such things to not happen. Otherwise, he would continue exploding at me because that's the only time I listen to him.
That doesn't seem true, but also like I don't know, like traffic bothers. Like I get road rage bad.
I can't. Yeah.
Not at my partner
Same.
though. It's at the fucking idiot in front of me or behind me.
Mhm. I'll be cussing everyone out, just like, damn bitch, exit already. God. After a few hours, we spoke again. He apologized for yelling, and I apologized for the miscommunication that happened. Despite resolving this, later that night, I was crying due to the fact that he so easily yells at me when he's upset. I was so upset that even on such an important day for me, I felt like he picked fights. And to add to this, yelling is such a red flag for me, and I never do that to him or anyone for that matter. Need a break. I need a burp. Sorry.
We all heard that.
Yep. Damn it. The next morning, and this is why Josh is the goat for editing, because I'll be burping all the goddamn time.
And Sean's constantly moving his mic.
Yeah, he's just like, whoa, that motion on the mic. The next morning, we were having breakfast, and he asked why I seemed gloomy. So I told him that everything's okay. I'm just processing what happened yesterday, and he asked me to please share with him. So I told him that I told him that I felt like my special day was kind of ruined by fighting about things we could have easily resolved. He immediately just flipped and started getting angry again. My goodness, this guy has a gasket.
Yeah.
He blamed me for the fights, and when I replied that I don't think it's fair to blame me, he got angrier and said that he can't do this, that I'm not a good communicator, and that he cannot get married like this. Do you have that
She's
button
not
still?
a good communicator.
You have that button still? Take a long look at the mirror.
Oh, yeah, I do. I think. You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud. There we go.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, Sean, for your input. I was full on shocked. I thought he was talking out of emotion, but this time he actually ended up sending a mass text to some guests to let them know that the wedding is called off. I was flabbergasted at the quickness and so confused. We started.
But you know what? Good.
Good,
It's
right?
probably a good thing.
We started arguing and then had to leave for our days. Later that day, when we returned, I asked if this is truly something he wants, and he responded with a confident yes. What I thought was an action out of anger seemed to be solid for him. And for the rest of the night and the next day, I tried to fix things between us. After many hours of talking and lots of crying from my end, he kept explaining that I don't communicate well and that this cancellation is my fault. I tried to offer some solutions, but he was full on with the decision to cancel and break up. I asked if he could give another day or two to ensure this is what he wants before we cancel the venue. He declined and asked to cancel the venue and vendors immediately, so we did. The next day, I went on errands and then met with my friend. It was truly such a hard day and I was heartbroken, still digesting this is happening. When I came home, he asked to talk and started crying that he regrets everything he said in the last days.
Oh my God, you stupid bitch.
Stop it. That he didn't mean it and he was angry and didn't think straight. He said he will start therapy and wanted to do couples counseling now too. Anyway, he apologized profusely and kept asking if we can mend everything or whether he fucked up. I was almost sure this regret would come, and honestly, maybe it was mean, but I said, "Yeah, you fucked up big time. You made a rash decision that hurt our relationship big time. There's no going back from here." He pretty much begged for another chance, but everything is canceled and my trust is shattered. The wedding is supposed to be in 2 days. His aunt was supposed to be on the way to our house to help pack decorations, and now there's no way we can schedule everything again. And frankly, I don't want to at this point.
Yep.
This is not the first he cancels plans or breaks up with me during a disagreement. Everyone is telling us that this is fixable. Terrible advice.
Yeah, what the fuck?
that clearly we love each other. So if we want, this situation doesn't have to be the end of the relationship. But I don't understand how. So much time, effort, and money has gone into this wedding that now is done. That oh my god, I can't read. So much time, effort, and money has gone into this wedding that's now done. And plus, more importantly, I can't trust him anymore. I don't know what to do at this point. We were supposed to go on a honeymoon right now after, so now I'm thinking on going by myself. He asked if we can go together and spend that time to fix things, but I'm just questioning everything. I think I prefer going myself to do some soul searching. Should I call this quits and move on with my life and take his word and start couples counseling? I love him with my entire heart, and we had many loving experiences between us over the years. We don't have any issues aside from such incidents, but I don't know whether it's actually possible to come back from this one. So, any thoughts or any advice?
Uh, as Lily said, Kitty needs to run. Because, yeah, he showed you his two colors leading up to it. He is a terrible communicator, clearly has anger issues. And that's something he should have worked on, before all of this. Because
Yeah.
if he truly cared about you and wanted to be with you, then this is something he would have worked on and gotten help for. Because did we leave? Did we lose?
Did we what?
I thought we lost YouTube. We're good, I think.
Oh, we're good.
But yeah, just him picking fights over little shit, and as she was saying, like her big day graduation, I believe it was, making that about himself and like an argument so that it taints the day. I can only imagine what the wedding's gonna look like. He would definitely make some bullshit fight up so that taints that too, and that's like, you don't want to start your life with someone like that. Because they, sounds unhinged. He needs to be single and work on himself before he ever thinks about getting a partner. But yeah, you're better off. He showed you his true colors, and you're better off moving on.
Imagine at the wedding day, the fiance is like, "Can you please wear a nice shirt for our wedding? I don't want to do things for other people. Are you fucking kidding?" Also,
it would be like that one that we do on Monday, the wedding cake topper.
Oh yeah,
yeah, a little bit of a tease.
Wait for that one with Maniacs. Also, I always laugh when I hear stories that say, they basically say all the negative shit about the relationship, and it's like, oh my god, this sounds like torturous as hell to be in. I love him, and we don't have any other problems besides it. That's a huge problem. Are you kidding?
Besides all of these problems I've listed,
that's the only problem that you need to have for you to say, like, oh my god, I don't want to be part of this relationship anymore.
Yeah.
Kidding me right now.
Oh, Crystal says my evil mind's thinking he may have used those few single days to try some shady stuff. He may have come back because it didn't work out how he expected. That's not a bad guess. I don't hate it.
Wait, someone on Patreon chat. I sound weird. Is my audio okay, chat? Do I sound okay to you, Josh, or no?
You sound fine to me.
Okay. Lupe, is it your audio that's weird? We'll see. Do I sound okay? Maybe we'll say sound fine.
Okay.
Oh my God, Sean's here. Hi, Sean.
Sean is in chat?
Yeah, he's in a chat. What's up, brother?
Where is he?
SNT Pod, right? Everyone, please say hi to Sean. If you want to make his day better.
Oh, there he is.
I'd start Venmoing right now. All right, chat. Shower your boy some love while he's on company dime, Sean.
Whoa.
We miss you, buddy. Wish you were here.
Shout out to Fred who sends $5, says, fine, I'll pay for it. Josh, make a howling face. I've got an idea for a meme shirt. I'm not going to do that, Fred. Sean is your op, remember.
Yeah. We'll see you later today, buddy. Enjoy. Yeah. Have a good day at work. Drive home safely. We miss you.
Love you, Sean.
Josh saying I love you just like that. Oh my God, what a day. All right. And there is an update for this.
Oh, there's an update.
There is an update. I told you this was going to be a little happy. Shout out Beth real quick while Sean is possibly here, Josh.
Oh, $5 for the Sean cameo. that what it said? Right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's pouring in.
And then $5 from Lily says, "Hi, Sean." All caps. Melissa sends $2 and says, "Hi, Sean," spelled SHAWN. Tough for Sean.
Make sure you use a poop knife, buddy, and your one-ply toilet paper in your corporate office, which is extremely disappointing. I'll send you a link to my travel bidet so you can use that for work.
Whoa. There we go.
Okay. All right. On to the update. Sorry, we got distracted by our handsome boy over here. So update number 1, they put, "Thanks to everyone for the comments and support. Since all this happened, he apologized profusely and offered to return the venue and still go and get married on the same day," which is wild. He also offered couples counseling starting now and right after we get married. He also offered to go on the trip together to fix things. I declined to everything since the damage has been done, and I decided to go on a honeymoon myself while he packs all his items. He's going to start his own therapy journey while we're broken up. I don't know what's next, but this hurts so much because we still love each other. He's going to work on his mental health to address the impulsive actions when he's upset. He also realized it wasn't actually a communication issue, but rather how he felt attacked due to his own confidence. I appreciate his honesty, but can't see how it's possible to forgive what happened. To which OP commented or posted 1 year later.
Oh.
And this was just like literally last month.
Oh, shit. Okay.
"For everyone who attempted to talk some sense into me, y'all have no idea how many times the comments in the original post saved me from going back and second guessing myself. You literally saved me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The moment I stepped back fully, I felt so much more like myself, a confident, lively, and silly version of myself. I missed her so much, and to add to it, my 31st birthday felt like a complete rebirth. Almost a year later, I'm somehow the happiest I've ever been. My entire life fell apart and I struggled immensely, but surprise, everything worked out now. Oh, everything worked out. Now I'm in a new relationship and it feels so peaceful," they put, which took a lot of adjusting to. "The ex feels like a past life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for anyone reading this, please leave the abusive relationship. If you're questioning whether it's abusive, the odds of it being so are high. Your sanity, mental wellness, and physical health matter. Don't forget about that. It does get better and doesn't only happen in the movies." So
Hell yeah.
OP
A happy
is
ending.
yeah, for OP. So I'm just so
clapping.
happy for her. And we know, like, sometimes it's a blanket statement, like leaving abusive relationships.
Oh, it's way easier to just say it.
It's so much easier to just say it. I
Yeah.
know there are like a lot of external factors, internal factors that can stop that. But, this is a great example of like OP realizing her worth. Luckily, Reddit was also wise with the way they provided
Mhm.
her with some information. And, she took up that advice and she knew that, hey, this is not something that I want to proceed with. And hey, look, 1 year later after that update, it seemed like his impulsiveness and his anger kind of saved her from a lifetime of misery. So we're happy for OP, and we hope that to everyone that's experiencing this right now, like hopefully this is a good example that things could happen.
Yeah. Yeah, good things can happen. That was a happy one, John. Well,
Yeah,
not the actual story wasn't, but the update was.
the update was. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good for OP for getting out. Let's move into my big one here. This is my my best of Reddit
Ooh.
update one.
Ooh, Josh's big one. Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
There, take John's face and then put it on the shirt.
it's not my bit. It's yours. All right.
So this one's posted by Chronically Drawing.
He said Sean's micro can never.
Holy shit.
Wait, y'all need to chill. Holy fuck. I almost choked on my drink. Jesus Christ.
Holy, that's so funny.
Oh my God.
All right. Jesus Christ. So posted by Chronically Drawing. This one is off my chest originally. Title is My Boyfriend Admitted How He Orchestrated Our Meet Cute.
Is Meet Cute like a dating app?
No, Meet. Well, there could be one called Meet Cute. I have no idea, but no, it's like when you meet up, but like it's your first interaction with someone, kind of. Like in the classic high school drama, the two love characters run into each other and their books spill on the ground.
Oh, Sandman says like their origin story of how they met. Okay,
Yeah,
I get it
something
now.
like
I
that.
get it now. I get it.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Gotta explain to me like I'm 5 sometimes.
No, that's fair. It's not a super common turn of phrase, I guess. So, yeah. So the title, I'll read it again for you. My boyfriend admitted he orchestrated our meet cute.
Okay.
So, I have no idea how to feel about what he told me. I want to think it's cute that he cared this much, but it's just coming off as creepy, and I feel lied to. He got drunk because we were celebrating my first successful day at my clinicals, and he ended up saying something along the lines of, "Could you believe we wouldn't have been this happy if I hadn't watched you for so long?" To which I was confused and didn't know what he meant. Well, I had worked at a local library for 2 years before we met during college, and apparently he saw me there but didn't actually talk to me.
What in the Joe Goldberg bullshit is this?
Yeah. He just would watch me and listen in our conversations with people I was checking out, and my coworkers to figure out what I liked. Then he apparently followed me and found the coffee shop I frequented. Yeah. At this time, I thought we had a sweet first time meeting story. He accidentally bumped into me, apologized, and then offered to buy me coffee for the trouble. He told me what he was ordering, and it was the exact same thing I always get, and I thought it was an amazing coincidence. I joked that it was fate, and that we spent an hour talking over coffee. I feel so stupid. Apparently, it was a similar scene in a book that I had read and told my coworker I had thought was cute. I'm just so frustrated and angry. I feel betrayed. Like, why would you do this? And how much of our 1.5 year relationship is a lie? Like, it sounds like he was stalking me.
Looking back, OP, I wish you had like better way of like, describing the situation to yourself. First of all, you're not stupid. You're a victim in this scenario. You had no idea that this was going on, especially when things are orchestrated in the same way. You were just living your normal life,
Yep.
working at your place of work, going to your favorite coffee shops. It's not your fault someone tried to manipulate you into being in a relationship and, essentially stalking you. So I hope that in the future, when you like maybe seek some help or some therapy, that like the words you say to yourself, don't blame yourself. You are not at fault in this scenario whatsoever.
Yeah. There is an edit and then an update. I will say the edit is fine, but the update has a trigger warning for violence and then potential abuse. But like he never lays hands on her, but it does get scary at some points. So I'm just giving that trigger warning. We'll get into the edit, which again is fine. It's just more clarification on things. And then the update, which I will give another trigger warning for. So edit, just so we're on the same page. I don't believe he was watching me the whole time I was working there. I think it was just the last 6 months or so before I actually met him, which is a crazy long time.
Still.
He is a bit socially awkward, but he has a group of friends that he plays D&D with and hangs out with like once a week. He's 25 and I'm 22, so it's not a weird age gap. I've never really considered him going through my phone weird because I basically let anyone look at my phone whenever. I'm not worried about anyone seeing anything. I've also never really been worried about my safety with him before, but I do know that he has anger issues and has gotten into trouble for getting into a few physical fights. So for those of you who worried about me, I will be watching for any signs I might have missed. I'm mainly just upset because our relationship feels like it was built on a lie, even if it was a smallish one. He also said he was interested in a lot of the same things I was when we first met, and for a while he kept up with them. But lately he hasn't at all, and I was wondering if he lied about those too. I definitely need to have a conversation with him, and I'm driving home now, so I'll talk with him when I get there. Thanks for the feedback, folks. So
smallish lie?
Yeah. It is it's kind of crazy. Yeah. So onto the update again, trigger warning for abuse and then for shows of violence as well. So this update is a few days later, I think. Just want to double check. Yeah, 3 days later. So, hey everyone, I know a lot of you have been worried about me, and I just want to tell you all that I'm safe. Shit has definitely hit the fan, but at the moment I am safe. First, no, I didn't make that last edit, which I believe was the edit that we just talked about. Yep.
Oh, because he goes through her phone.
Yeah. My boyfriend went on my phone while I was in the shower and trying to figure out what I wanted to say to him about everything, and he found and edited my post. He then, so crazy. He then started yelling at me while I was still in the shower about sharing it online and calling him creepy. At the same time, he was guilt-tripping me and telling me that it was romantic and he did it because he loved me. He literally read a few of the comments out loud to me. He barely let me out of the shower, but I did manage to get my clothes on while he was screaming at me. What really freaked me out was that he started listing off things that he could have done to me. I won't list them here because it was extremely gruesome and I don't think it's allowed. But he said that he didn't do those things because he's such a nice guy. The way he described the things he could have done made me think he genuinely considered doing it. Also, I thought he was only watching me for a few months. Apparently, it was upwards of a year, and it was genuinely actual stalking. He had followed me home and to my college campus. He pulled out a collection of my lost hair ties that he had kept. I told him that he was scaring me and that we need to take a break and come back to it later. At that point, he put a hole in the wall next to my head. I told him that I was leaving after that because fuck that shit, and it was like a switch flipped and he started crying. He got on his knees and begged me to stay and apologized. I ended up accepting his apology because I didn't feel safe leaving. Yesterday morning after he left for work, I grabbed all my important documents and irreplaceable things before my clinical started and kept them in my car. After my clinical, I didn't go back to the apartment. I'm not going to give much more detail than that because he does know my account, obviously. And for Andrew, if you're reading this, we both know you are. Please just leave me alone. The person I thought I loved doesn't actually exist, and that's heartbreaking. I no longer feel safe with you like I did before, and I hate that. Please let's just move on from each other. So that is the update.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Upwards to a year. Collection of hair ties. God knows
Following her home.
Following her home. God listing all the heinous shit that he could. Is there a way you can report this? Because I mean, probably at least have it on the system or some shit, or possible hope of a restraining order. I know police is not the best in this scenario because, like, we don't have any physical evidence that shit happened, but this is craziness.
I do agree. I would definitely recommend reporting it. I mean, whether it goes anywhere, it doesn't really matter as long as it's on file. That's always the most important thing. Because if it does escalate, then they have a report they can go back to. But yeah, I'm so glad that you're out of there. And then, never update what you're doing or where you are now, because I worry about that. And I hope Andrew gets hit by a bus in a video game.
Not even.
Well, I said in a video game. It's to save us. Yeah.
I hope he's riding his bike down the street and there's happens to be like a clothesline that he couldn't see and just happens to his head pop out of nowhere in a video game. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe someone does turn to a werewolf and fucking get this guy or something. I don't know.
There we go. We can wish werewolves on these people.
Right? Because I mean, I don't think it can happen in real life unless you have lupus, right?
God.
This is scary.
Yeah.
It's like you guys were celebrating, right? You seem like you have this great relationship. And the moment that lie or that mask like came crumbling down, instantly switched into behavior and character.
Mm-hmm.
And like, again, OP, this is not your fault that you you fell in love with this person because that version of him is probably the one that that you like, that you saw and read in your books, that you found romantic, but you were manipulated this whole time because he basically studied you. You became like a field research to him essentially.
Yeah.
It's my God, this is fucking scary as hell, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to react in this scenario because like we know like the justice system is really not the best when it comes to this. But
yeah,
I mean, the only suggestion we can have is hopefully there's at least some sort of paper trail, and hopefully you just happen to get like an officer or someone that does give a damn, because Lord knows there's not a lot of them out right now. So, oh God.
Mickey says, I don't understand how the police just do nothing. Like, you're getting threatened and followed and you feel unsafe. But I will say from experience, there's a lot of protections for the defendant, which, is unfortunate in some cases because, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there are holes in the system. There always will be, but it's definitely one we should address more often.
Also, OP, if you're listening to this by any chance, my only suggestion right now that you could possibly do, any electronics that you have, please swap them if you can, because chances are like it's probably been bugged. If this guy's capable of one thing, it's probably going to be that.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Cell phones, change your number for any like email addresses that you have, like passwords for anything. When he went through your phone, I guarantee you there's some sort of like a malware in there somewhere where he can track basically where you're going. So electronics probably one of the best things that you can do right now in an immediate setting.
Yeah.
And the car for tracker as well.
Yes, absolutely. Wait, I've got something that I want to show to lighten the mood a bit.
Did someone make some art?
Yeah, you know who it was.
Oh, God damn it, Fred. How much time do you have?
Fred made a shirt.
Oh, no.
For us. I'll put it over us here, and then I'll change it over. What did he call it? I just want to see. Oh, he didn't even call it anything. He just said it's done. And then here it is. It is.
How the hell you at work right now, Fred, and still making his shit? Are you working, Fred?
Me poorly photoshopped on a wolf. And I think that must be the sign for lupus, which I appreciate that being there. I do not appreciate this. What the fuck?
What you should do, Fred, all right? Not suggesting here or anything. If you follow Josh on Instagram, get that shirtless pic of him and then put a werewolf head over his body. I'm just saying, I think that would sell. Not gonna lie.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
You know what? I appreciate Fred for lightening the mood. You know what? Maybe if we refine this shirt a little bit, we could sell that, and the money raised could go to
lupus.
Lupus, a charity, or because I think apart from this, I love the idea. Crazy.
Monica said, I wish I can unsee this. Holy shit.
All right.
Oh my God. All right. How many more stories you got, buddy?
I got one more short one that is anger inducing, but not quite as crazy as that one.
All right. Well, let's I have one for petty revenge. You know, I fucking love petty revenge. And it's wedding season right now. So it just happens to be a wedding story.
Nice.
And it's kind of like I kind of spoiled it earlier, but the WikiManiac that posted on this, if they're a listener, please, I want to be your friend. Just want to let you know. Okay?
Oh.
All right. So this one is actually cross-posted by one of our goats, Mary Gets 2011.
Funny, because that's my last story is also from Mary Gets.
Look at that. Ending on a goat's cross post. All right, this one is cross-posted from r/petty revenge. The title for this one is My Aunt Wore White to Our Wedding, so we gave her a seat to remember.
Why would you do that? It's such a common like faux pas that you think no one would ever do it.
You'd be surprised, right? How many white dress stories we've done so far?
I know. I guess it's with every story where I'm just like, why are people doing this? I'm always shocked, but I shouldn't be, I guess.
All right. Story goes as this. At our wedding, we made it very clear no one but the bride wears white. The dress code was neutrals or jewels tones, simple, classy, and respectful. Enter my aunt, who shows up in a full-length white dress.
Crazy.
Not off-white, not patterned, straight up bridal white. She knew it was a problem. She smiled and said, "Well, I look great in white. She won't mind, will she?" Referring to my wife. My wife just smiled, squeezed my hand, and didn't say a word. Cut to the reception. We'd originally placed her at a prime table near family. We quietly moved her to a table directly in front of the DJ subwoofer and next to the kids' table.
We're going to deafen her.
No explanation, just a new card with her name on it. Mid-dinner, she leaned over and asked, "Why did my seat change?" I smiled and said, "Well, we figured since you wanted extra attention, you'd want to be center stage." What happened next? She ended up leaving early because it was too loud and the kids were annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, every important photo, she's nowhere near the background. Funny how that worked out.
Yeah. Kind of what Caitlin said. I'd just be throwing a glass of red wine on her. See ya.
Speaking of red wine, this is the comment that one of our listeners, hopefully one of our listeners posted. The Uncultured Swan commented, if anyone reading this is ever worried about someone wearing white to their wedding and would feel better having someone there who is polite enough to be a pleasant guest, if it doesn't happen, but cunty enough to accidentally, on purpose, spill a pint glass full of red wine on a stranger if necessary, I'm your girl. I am 6 foot tall and can walk in heels. And so, both physically and morally, I know no fear of God or man. I'll supply my own airfare and my own pint glass. All I ask is that you inform the bar that they should fill it on demand. Best case scenario, I get a socially acceptable amount of tipsy and chat with your friends at your beautiful conflict-free wedding. I'm good at small talk with strangers, and weddings are my favorite kind of party. Worst case scenario, I get plausibly drunk, rectify the single issue to arise at your otherwise conflict-free event, and then enjoy the rest of the night high-fiving our now mutual friends as we celebrate the success of your beautiful wedding. I'm also willing to stare your gross cousin/stepdad/uncle straight in his bald spot. I'll ask him loudly to stand still so I can use my reflection in its shiny expanse to fix my lipstick. Gender is no obstacle to my ability to ruin someone else's evening.
Damn.
I want to be your friend. You're 6 foot tall? I grocery shop and I can't reach it half the time? You can help me.
I was going to say, this is like John, but like tall queen. You're a short king. She's tall queen.
We're best friends now, Uncultured Swan.
It's like the montage. The best friend. You guys are like hopping together, throwing shit on people.
I can't keep up with your stride. You're gonna have to take short, choppy steps. But you know what I'm talking about.
You're hopping. She's walking normally.
Yeah, she's just walking. I'm fucking like dead ass sprinting.
And you're both throwing wine on people.
If this is an ad, Uncultured Swan, I'm fucking sold.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
what a
God.
goat. Also, I love the username. Great username.
Yes.
Uncultured Swan. Okay. There was a couple donation chats I saw.
Yes. I am not opposed to getting uppies, Uncultured Swan, just saying.
Layla K sends $2 and says, "Hello from Brazil. You guys are great. Thank you very much."
Hey, Layla. Shout out from Brazil.
And Ray sends $5 and says purple ribbon is the lupus awareness ribbon. The main lupus charity in the U.S. is the Lupus Foundation of America. So hell yeah. So when we
donation from werewolves,
when we sell Fred's shirt, we will look to make that our charity of choice. Oh man. All right, last one for this live stream. Go crosspost from the goat, like I said. Mary gets 2011. Oh, yeah. Title is, am I the asshole for telling my fiance I won't be a stay-at-home wife like his mom?
I feel like those things have to be agreed upon from both parties, and OP probably has a career that they want to go back to. So I don't blame them for that at all.
Yeah. Also weird of your fiance to expect you to be like his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Caitlin. Says, guys, I was finally approved to get a hysterectomy. Been fighting for 5 years and finally got the doctor to say yes.
Hell yeah, Caitlin.
Good for you.
Happy recovery and everything's safe for you, Caitlin.
Yes, absolutely. Hope it goes well. Okay, so I, 26 female, recently got engaged to my fiance, 28 male. We've been together for 3 years. I work in IT and love my job. He works in finance and makes good money, but we agreed early on that we'd be a dual income household. Recently, his mom, 56 female, who's a full-time homemaker, started making passive-aggressive comments about how, quote, real wives prioritize the home, end quote.
Okay, boomer, go back to the 50s then.
And how she's sacrificing her career for family. At first, I brushed it off, but my fiance started parroting it too, saying things like, once we have kids, maybe you won't need to work. I told him no, I want a career and financial independence, and he said I was being selfish and disrespecting his mother's legacy. I told him I'm not marrying her, I'm marrying him, and if he expects a housewife, he should have proposed to one. Now he's sulking and calling me materialistic. Am I the asshole?
No, this says just fiance, right?
Yeah.
It better be X pretty soon. Don't tie the knot with this guy, because not only you're marrying this man, you're going to marry his mother too. And that's going to be a mother-in-law that's going to be hovering all over your life. Is going to freaking probably degrade you at every single step of the way. It's like, oh, you're not being a housewife material enough. Bitch, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Don't let other people don't dictate other people's lives. Especially now, people want to have careers. If both you and partners agreed that, hey, this is going to be the setup of our house, it has to be a mutually agreed decision, whether it's you staying or your husband staying at home. It has to be for the both of you. So, butt out, mother-in-law, go fucking, cool. You did that. Happy for you. OP doesn't want to do it. Don't pressure her to do it.
Exactly.
End of story.
I would also question, in what regard is it disrespecting, your mother? Because it's like, her wanting to work is not saying that her mom or his mom being a staying-at-home mom is a bad thing. She's just saying that's not what I want personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So him jumping to that conclusion is just so ridiculous and out there. And in our comments section, Bun Sprite said, calling her materialistic, but damn well if she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and he didn't want that, he'd call her materialistic as well for wanting his money. Mm-hmm. Women really cannot win with some men until you're fully under their boot. I think that nails it. Definitely leave. This is a mommy's boy who wants someone who will just listen to him and his mother. Mm-hmm. And you don't want that shit.
Not demonizing all finance bros, but in this situation, he wants to be the sole provider. He knows shit about finance. There's a financial manipulation waiting to happen in this situation too. So
for sure,
I'd go break up with his ass.
I question even showing this one, Fred.
Oh no,
you did what you said.
Will we get a strike seeing this shit?
No, it's just me shirtless with a wolf plastered on my face. Okay, I'll show it. Am
I going to get bricked up seeing this?
I hope not.
Is it going to unlock an aspect of me, Josh.
There it is. Is it showing?
I can't see it yet.
Oh no. Okay. Oh. Lily, you might be losing your spot as my op.
All right, another suggestion, Fred. Make it like a rap tee. You know, have like the big red moon on the background, and just be like lupus lycanthropy, like on the bottom or some shit. I'm just giving suggestions here. All right, the direction I want it to go. Sorry, Josh.
I regret doing this. The podcast in general. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Shit's hilarious. Fred, I think you're 3 for 3 now.
Natalie says, what the fuck did I just click on? I finally got the live.
Oh my God, yes. Sean's going to get really mad at you for showing that for free, Josh.
It's on my Instagram.
Oh, that's true. But not with the, not with the werewolf head.
No, that is true.
Mm. We're gonna need to talk after this.
I gotta go to HR, guys. I'm sorry.
And I'll be like, you sexy motherfucker.
Beth sends $5 and says, getting my money's worth out of this wolf whistle. Jesus
Christ.
All right. So we learned things today. Lupus, not a werewolf. That's what we've learned, I think, today.
That's what you've learned.
That's what I've learned. Words are hard. Okay. We're not all perfect.
You are.
No. Sean is. Sean's perfect.
Oh, that's true. Sean is perfect.
Needs to be the next merch. Yeah, we should do that. Also, people have been asking for the Honka Honka merch. I think we have one in the Discord that actually I didn't.
We're in a rotation. We're like have to come up with one right now. There's the Kitty Wet merch as well. The Honka Honka merch is there. And now this merch is possibly up to. So we'll decide. And like we kind of mentioned as well, like the
and the in a video game merch from Midscore.
Midscore, nice. That too. So it's a
here we go.
It's a lot.
Sorry. A little zoomed in, I guess, but Honka Honka merch.
Oh, let's see them.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up here.
Oh, that one is a cool design.
Yeah.
It's a little zoomed in, but
it is a little zoomed in. My bad. I'm trying
really
to mix it.
Well drawn. Wait, is that a goose?
It is a goose.
That's pretty sick.
I like that one.
That is cute.
Let me get the person
who drew that.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Hazel Razel in chat on Discord.
Oh my God, that looks sick.
It does. It's hard to see on the dark background, but it does say Reddit on Wiki on the side and Honka Honka below it. So
I'd Honka Honka myself wearing that shirt, to be honest.
So that one would be a great one for breast cancer awareness.
Oh yes,
that kind of charity. And then we could do. We could unfortunately do the werewolf on my head or me on the werewolf. I don't know. And for lupus
for a lycanthropy.
Charity. Yeah, we raise money for a werewolf. What the fuck? Oh shit. And then we got to do in a video game at some point with Midscore's design because it was actually really good. Here, I'll show this one too.
We got the Kitty Wet one too. Oh,
in a video game. There we go.
Someone, Kitten Mints put like the fun run for rabies.
Oh yeah, on The Office. That's absolutely what it is. But yeah, this is very well done. All right.
Holy shit. Oh.
I'll read these last chat messages and then we'll close it out. So Lily sends $10 and said lupinthropy awareness. Jesus. And Jacqueline sends $10 and says, Josh, I don't know if you keep up with football, but Canada won against Honduras yesterday 6-0. Canada has improved immensely in the sport, LOL. Yeah, our football team's doing very well. We got
the American in me, I was just like, damn, 6-0. What, you kicked 3 field goals or 2 field goals? Jesus Christ, what a low scoring game.
Yeah.
Forgot.
My dream when I was younger was to play on the Canadian team, but obviously I did not make it.
All these ideas. Still got the jizzin' and risen. What else? Bangers can't be choosers. Who the hell said all those things? Where's my folding chair? Ooh, a folding chair one would be good since Sean and I love wrestling. We'll just
That's true. With a fist bump for jizzin' and risen.
Ooh. What was the jizzin' and risen one? I forgot about that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I forget half of these as soon as we say them. There's so many of them. Honka Honka has been a classic that's stuck in my head. The coming of age one, yeah, that's a good one too. That was the.
Oh, I said jizzin' and risen.
Maybe
from Kit and
that makes sense. That would be who I would guess who said it.
Oh shit! It's been a while. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean,
what story?
There's hours of us talking. It's you're gonna forget about some of it, but
that's true.
That's why we got the listeners to call it out. Yeah, the coming of age. That was
Jesus Christ.
That was our new podcast. or put it in raw. That was another one.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Oh man.
But yeah. Is there anything you want to close it out with, John? Anything else?
Oh no, it's kind of like the beginning of the live stream. The beginning of the live stream. If this is your first time here and you're not subscribed to us or like following us, please do so. I mean, it helps us out. Turn on the little notification bell. I'm going on full on YouTube shill over here, right? Or like content creator shill. So if you want to like know when we're gonna be on, like follow us on Twitch, Instagram. Follow us on like YouTube as well. And if you listen to this audio podcast, we are there as well on Spotify and all the podcast platforms. So appreciate everyone. Like all the donos came in hot today. You even got a Sean appearance. So thanks everyone for the support. We really appreciate it.
That's all I've got really. We got live stream next week for the Patreon members. I think it's $5 and up. So YouTube
and the YouTube members as well.
Yeah, they're included in that as well. Sean will be there. So stay tuned. Check that one out. And then if you're a YouTube member or a patron, you'll get our Friday episode tomorrow. And if not, we'll see you on Friday, guys. All right.
Get therapy.